everyone, not just one man and a dog sitting out there. That would be a bit sad, wouldn't it? Here we are. We haven't been in the studio for a little while because we've been a bit busy. Had a few staffing issues because I sadly have to go and do a day job now. What's that about? I don't know. Anyway, to help us out, may I introduce to you Sadie Doherty. Welcome.
Thanks.
Excellent. And she's going to be another one of our reporters. Sadie, now I noticed you because every time I've seen you, you've always been dressed extremely vintage. You dress like this all the time, don't you?
I do. Well, I like to make an effort, and I feel that the 40s and 50s suit me better than modern clothes.
Obviously, you haven't done this forever. So what? How many years ago did you decide that the vintage was really the look for you?
Well, full time, as it were, about 2 years ago. But before that, I dress up for events because I do a lot of Lindy Hop and jive and a lot of vintage style dancing. So I dress up for those sort of events. Maybe do my hair, generally, but wear modern clothing. But yeah, about 2 years ago, it's full time.
Yes, I mean we've chatted to some other people at some of the events we've been to, and what we're finding is that eventually you end up at a point where all of your wardrobe is in fact vintage. So you're one of these people, I take it.
Well, it's not all vintage, but it's all vintage styles. So clothes I'm wearing today are actually all modern, but put together in a certain way with the hair, the makeup, it will look vintage.
Indeed. Yes, excellent. So now I think we've got you down for the first one you're going to be doing will be Judy's Affordable Vintage Fair.
Yep.
So nice easy one to start. Feel free to go off on some mad kick. Hopefully Les will be able to help you out on camera and all that sort of stuff. He's grinning at us, but you know he doesn't like being around this side, so fair enough. I think that's probably it. Welcome to the gang, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with. Well, here we are for, hang on, it's going to be June, isn't it? Is it going to be June?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, June the 1st. Can you believe it? No one shot us yet. So, well, of course, unless you count Les with the camera. So, well, we haven't really been doing much, because it was cold at the beginning of the year. I went to a couple of picnics when it wasn't cold. That was quite nice. On Ferring Beach, Green.
Well, now I believe today we have something in common with some mad dogs, because it is, after all, midday sun and being mad Englishmen. What better thing are we going to do than scurry out into it, get as burnt as we possibly can, overheat, get sunstroke, get horribly drunk, and then spend the rest of tomorrow feeling dreadful. But it's kind of a tradition for Easter, really, isn't it? Especially when we've got weather this good. So, cheers.
Some of the Brighton Jivers having a bit of boogie to some 78 RPM records that were made of slate and stuff like that. And then I had to disappear. So Sadie here, you went off to...
So the Judy's Affordable Vintage Spectacular.
Is it called Spectacular now?
I think so. I think because this one was a mixture of the clothing vintage fair and the furniture flea market.
Right.
It was spectacular because it was the two combined.
Okay.
But that was at the racecourse in Brighton. So lovely venue.
Is it? No, come on, you
Well,
kidding me.
it's
The
big.
venue's not that great,
It's
really,
big.
is it? Yes.
And that's good because
Yeah.
that means there's a lot of vintage clothes.
Yeah. Okay. So, but was it? Did you have a look around at any of the furniture stuff?
No, I didn't. I wasn't too interested in the furniture. I didn't have that much of a look, but I did do quite well at the clothes. I got this blouse.
Very nice.
I got a pair of shoes, 2 dresses, and 2 more pairs of leather gloves to add to my quite ample collection.
Yes. Okay. So I mean, it was almost worth it turning up just so that you could go and shop there.
Yes, it was really. Well, I was going to go and have a look round, and then I thought, oh.
Things in the future, or future. No, I can't say that. I can't say future.
Future.
In the future.
In the future. Yeah, I had a quick look around the furniture part.
Oh, you had. This is Les, of course. You know him. So.
Quick look round.
Yes.
It was on par with most of Judy's other fairs. flea fairs. A bit small, a bit compressed, but it seemed to have quite a bit of an interest in there. I took a bit of footage, but obviously...
You didn't buy anything though, did you?
No, but I bought 2 hats.
Ah?
A top hat and a trilby.
Well, we'll have to get you in your top hat on camera at some
Ah,
point.
never.
Next weekend, that is next weekend, isn't it?
That is,
Yes,
hopefully next weekend,
got
yes.
the Blitz party, and to celebrate the anniversary of D-Day, which falls on the 6th of June, on the 4th of June is the D-Day.
So that's a bit of a con, really, isn't it? Because they're 2 days out.
What day of the week would the 6th of June be?
I always thought D-Day was the 4th of June.
I'm pretty sure it's the 6th.
It could well be the 6th. I mean, I dare say, yeah, some of my tank fraternity now will be spitting feathers at me. And we've been told that there's an Oxfam Vintage Weekend that's actually on the 4th. I don't know if it's the 4th and 5th or just the 4th, but it's a Brighton event, I believe. I don't know where the venue is. Is it at an Oxfam shop?
Yeah,
It is at an Oxfam shop. Okay, well that should be fairly easy for people to find. Now White Mink, sorry Declan, I know that after the last one where we said, look, we're not going to turn up because we've been really lazy on our edits. No, I'm still supposed to be doing apologising, am I?
I'll cut that out, I'll cut that out.
Yeah, okay. So we've kind of lost track of White Mink because it keeps moving around and changing days. But we think now it's at the Haunt.
That's what I've heard.
Right. I mean, it was at the Green Door store. So, Declan, if you want to tell us where it is, that might be handy. Yes, White Mink is on in Brighton. Go find it, for God's sake. 17th, Absinthe Ball. Now, you've not been to one of those.
I have.
So we did go and film one. It's kind of more like a end of the pier show, but Victorian style.
Victorian cabaret,
yes.
music hall.
Yes, yeah, music hall stuff. I mean, yes, quite a laugh.
We've got quite a variety of performers.
Yes.
Very strange last time. Obviously, there's Professor Elemental. It's not if you're completely mad on your Victoriana. Then the 17th is this Absinthe Ball in Lewes. And then on the 18th, Belle Epoque. Now, have you actually been to the Belle Epoque?
No, I haven't. I've meant to, as with so many other nights. I've been meaning to go, but not yet. And I don't have a wide array of Victorian Edwardian clothes. So,
what, you mean there's another opportunity for a new wardrobe?
Yes, well I have some things, and I can adapt some things. And the other day I did perfect the Edwardian hairstyle accidentally. So yes, I will be looking forward to that.
My top hat is now put to shame by Les's because mine's felt and his is silk. You swine. Oh yes, if you want to check the calendar on the website, obviously all of the stuff that doesn't go into our roundup, we'll put on there honest.
My job.
Oh, that's Les's job. So if there's loads of things going on and they're not on our calendar, then email in newsdesk@etower.net. That's us. And I'll forward them all on to Les and then hit him with a stick. So
Keys.
that'll be fine.
The Chap of the Year competition, which was due to be last week, has been postponed to a later date. Now we're not sure when in the future it's going to be, but we are very much looking forward to it when it does happen.
Well, because I mean, yeah, there's going to be some good people there. We can actually get some really good interviews from, isn't there?
Well, and the things that they're being judged on, I think I've forgotten them now. I've still got the chocolate in my bag though. I think it's I don't know.
There was one that was the moustache, wasn't there?
Yes.
Definitely that's
It's
one
really a
of the criteria.
sartorial category, a category.
Right.
I think there's how you treat a lady. Although there is at least one lady in the running. Probably not on stage.
Is there a swimwear section?
Do you know, I was actually thinking, I want to get myself one of those ludicrous, stripy. Oh, that would be so great.
The Chap Olympiad 3 years ago, there were 2 gentlemen in those. And they were, one had a bowler hat and an umbrella as well. The other was sadly lacking, but they both looked splendid.
Right. Okay. I don't know how to follow that really. Interesting swimsuits. Yes. Okay. So there we go. So we're looking at it now. There's also this vintage at South Bank which is being organised by Mr. Hemingway. I would love to be there. Yes, Bib the Spib, we believe, will be comparing on the 30s and 40s night, so we'd like to see him working at his best.
Isn't Judy curating all of the stalls for vintage clothing as well?
I believe so. I think that pretty much covers it for the early warning orders. Well, that's about us, really.